Hello! I am in the process of moving a gigantic Monstera deliciosa up to the second floor. So to do that, I had to get a lot of my philodendrons out of the way. So I thought that I would go through and revisit all of my philodendrons and some philodendron friends, and take a look. Some of these I totally forgot that I had. But yay, this is more for me than it is for you. I just am amazed. I wish I could take the camera back and let you see everything, but the entire table is filled. Oh my gosh. So anyhow, let's start out with something that is not a philodendron, but I wanted to talk about it. Epipremnum aureum. If you can see this one, I have growing not on a moss pole. I don't believe in moss poles for climbing plants unless it's a climbing orchid and I can keep the moss pole moist. But I think that my personal belief is that plants, especially philodendrons and aroids that like to climb, are growing up trees. So I like to mimic the look of trees or branches or things like that. So this epipremnum I actually have in some twigs tied with twine. So that's a fun little thing. I've got 2 of those. And let's just work our way over here. This is one of my 2 Birkins. 2 years ago, I actually spent a ton of money on a Birkin because they weren't quite popular yet, and there wasn't a good supply for them. So I paid a lot, and now they're going for super cheap. But oh well, I have my 2 Birkins. I have a couple of unnamed philodendrons in here, so if you wanna guess, feel free. This poor guy have had forever, kind of pushing out some new leaves now that it's spring, but a lot of wear and tear. So if you want to give a guess at the variety of philodendron, that would be swell. Let's see, what do we have here? This is a brandiatum. This was like a little tiny node with 1 leaf, and it's just, I mean, it's getting there, but I'm not crazy about them. I don't know why. I don't know. My Brazil is finally, and I have seen Brazils in the grocery stores and the big box stores that are huge and lush. I'm just happy that I have this stem, honestly. But oh my God, those leaves are just wow. I think this is my acutifolium. Let's take a look here. It is Philodendron acutifolium. It is finally starting to get the long strap-like leaves. So I love that about. This was a tiny juvenile when I got it in the mail. So hooray for acutifolium. This one is Philodendron Moonlight. Has not developed those gorgeous leaves yet. Still juvenile. Got a couple coming out, so I'm excited about that. This is my lemon lime. Loving the lemon lime. Have taken multiple cuttings. This is the only philodendron I actually have not in a standard terracotta pot. So anyhow, my belief on terracotta pots, by the way, I do not like plastic. I do not like glazed. I'm just like a plain old clay pot guy. I tend to overwater, so clay pots are good for that. And in my experience, and I'm not saying that I'm the authority on this, when you have a plant in a clay pot and you water it, the clay will absorb some of the moisture that you're putting into the soil, but I believe it releases it back. It doesn't. Some of it evaporates out through the clay walls, but a lot of it comes back. So I just have always grown plants in my clay pots. Here is my Peru. And what I did was I took a plank and I hot glued rope around it. And it is just attaching itself to that like it's no tomorrow. Like I said earlier, I think that this mimics a tree the best. So yay. Here's one of my heart leaves. I've got a ton of these because y'all know they're so easy to grow and they can go anywhere. This is my Macaulay's Phamily. Woo! Very excited about this one. This was so tiny when I got it. It's just coming along great. Is this Shangri-La? Shangri-La. Yay! It's been leaning. Haven't been turning that one. What else do we have? Is this my Pitterai? It is, well, Monstera. Monstera Pitterai. I just have it growing up this branch. And it is doing fabulous. I've cut it a couple times. It's got some nice leaves going on there. What else do we have? Oh my gosh. I have to tell you this story. This is this my red emerald? It is. This poor red emerald, when I got it, look at that gorgeous leaf. Is that gorgeous or what? It in fact had a lot of gorgeous leaves. Christmas time, I had it sitting over there on a shelf. Above it, on the wall above the shelf, was a votive candle holder. Well, the votive candle overflowed, dripped all down here. I don't know if you can see, like right in here. It did a lot of damage, and there's still some wax there that I haven't quite got peeled off. But I took keiki paste and put it around the nodes, and look at this. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? So I think what I'm going to do, I don't think this is going to come back. This is going to do nothing. I'm just going to chop it here, maybe here, and see if that develops anything and start a new plant. So this is my Calkins Gold. And when I got this from Glasshouse Works, 2 years ago, it had this gigantic leaf. Honest to God, this leaf was this big. Gorgeous. I knew it was going to die off because it was attached to the stem that they took the cutting off, but I finally have some, and I've finally got a little bit of gold variegation in there. Ooh, this is fun. This is one of my propagation boxes, and I don't know if this will work. So I've got a Philodendron little Phil in here, so adorable, and some pink pineapple seedlings. Haven't really done it. I had a little Phil mounted on a cedar shingle. I forgot to water it, it died. This is Subhistatum. So I actually have 2 Subhistatums. So here was the original plant that I got. Gorgeous. I mean, obviously this was on top of this. And I just look at the red underneath those leaves. How freaking cool. But, I don't know if you can see this. This stem that goes into the ground is like this teeny tiny thing. And I'm like, no. So, chopped the top off. Within 2 weeks I had roots. Potted it up and it's doing gorgeous. I think what I will probably do is chop this, get another one, see if that comes back. This is, thank you Molly from the group. This is my painted lady, and she is just doing gorgeous. I have all of my philodendrons, by the way, in a corner where there is a west-facing window and a north-facing window. So it gets pretty good afternoon sun, not a whole lot during the day. So a lot of my variegated philodendrons are not as variegated, so the painted lady doesn't have a whole lot right now. All of the philodendrons are ready to move in about 2 weeks out to underneath the grape arbor. So all of that color is going to come out. This is, well, Thematophyllum now. It's got recategorized. Thematophyllum Hope. What one is this? Is this my Burley Marks? It is. I always said Burl Marks, but I was watching a YouTube video explaining how the botanist Burley Marks discovered this. So I don't know if that's right, but I like saying Burley Marks, so I'm just going to keep saying that one. This is my Rojo Congo, which is doing awesome. If it were in brighter light, the petioles would not be this long, but it's, he's stretching. He is definitely stretching. Oh, another little Brazil. I think I've got about 4 or 5 of those. Some lemon lime that I took some cuttings off of. Ooh, these are 2 new ones that I found at Ken's Gardens. This is Mia, and this is Eva. So Eva, actually, I'm hoping that this develops a little bit more, but there are some really cool lighter green striping going on the leaves. So let's, oh my gosh, I have so many. This is my Philodendron giganteum, which is not on the support that it should be, but it's young yet. The leaves are getting bigger as it grows, so I'm hoping by the summer, end of summer, he's got some really nice leaves. This one is my black cardinal, this poor little Philodendron black cardinal. I've been trying so hard and it is doing absolutely nothing. Oh my gosh. If I hadn't paid so much for that. This is my Prince of Orange. I don't know. I was happy when I first started seeing them, and now I have one, and I'm just like, yeah, it's not, I don't know. And don't even ask me about Pink Princess. I don't like the color pink. It does absolutely nothing for me. I know, take my plant card now. This is my Philodendron Congo. And this one is my Prince Albert. Absolutely doing nothing, nada, but it's a Prince Albert. So, hey. This is my, is this my Jungle Boogie? It is, Jungle Boogie. And I'm really annoyed that the new leaf that came out is not this. We shall see. Is this my Micans? It is. This is my 5th attempt at growing a Micans. I don't know why they hate me so much, but they just wither up and die on me. Whatever. And 2 more is, ouch! Oh, this is my Rosio cataphyllum. I have to keep saying that, Rosio cataphyllum. This is the one that I got from Plant Delights recently, and the leaves, like corrugated cardboard. How freaking cool is that? And once it reaches maturity, these leaves are going to be like this big. So excited. Did I say that? Oh, and one last one, which is just inky dinky. Oh, this is my Histatum, Domesticum Histatum, Philodendron. It's doing nothing. Again, it's doing nothing. I have it in an eastern window. But anyhow, those are all of my Philodendrons. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more heart leaves, some Scindapsus, Philodendron friends, and a big Monstera. So anyhow, yay! I just love my Philodendron babies. If you have a Philodendron that I have not shown here, that means I don't have it, and I would love to have it. So, yay! Have a good day, everyone. Bye.